It is ace 10-9. I don't believe it. Wow. Florian flopping the world here, but it's not over yet. Turn is a queen. Oh my god, that's dirty. What a sick hand. Getting a walk with the ladies. Not the kind of walk he was looking for. Dutch Pierce says last time he was watching this stream, he was at the table. Is that what you mean? Dutch Pierce says sat on the TV table on the final day. Well, if you're looking to tell bad beat stories around here, you won't get much sympathy. Sorry to tell you. Too many people crying in here. Not saying you are Dutch now, just sick though to get that far and to lose with Queen against Ace King, but that's the way she goes sometimes. Ace 9-6 is the flop. We've got action. I was distracted there for a second. Wow, what have we got here? This is incredible. I mean, Paul just with a deuce kicker with top pair, but Maz could lose a chunk of chips here with two pair. How unlucky do you have to be to flop two pair? Speaking of bad beats and coolers, you flop bottom two here. You think you're gravy with Yusuf flopping a set, middle set at that. Unblocks his opponents having an ace. Turn is the Jack of Spades. I'm at 1.7 out there now. Maz is just going to put an end to this here by shoving. We've seen him shove nearly 20 bigs on the flop of top pair, so he is going to try protect his hand / get paid here on the turn, but we can see he is in a world of hurt and going to lose a chunk of his stack. Yusuf is all in, of course, and now Paul just going to be forced to fold. Nearly 4.4 million in this pot. It is sick because Paul has so much invested, but his hand just going to be shriveling up considerably against 2 all-ins. Even against 1 all-in, it's not looking too pretty. And Yusuf was complaining a moment ago he couldn't get any action. Certainly got the action this time. Fist bumps the air. 54 bigs. Maz now losing a chunk down to 23 big blinds. There's not many aces we're losing to when we have an ace in our hand ourselves and an 8 kicker there. It's just such a large price. He decides to get away from it. I think KM saying that it looks like 10-7 makes a lot of sense. 2 pair makes a lot more sense than a set. Why would a set want to do that with their hand? It's so hard to get a set. Oh, I'm going to be a parrot tonight, I feel. A repetitive parrot. Or actually, is there any parrot that's not repetitive? I suppose if they weren't repetitive, then they wouldn't be a parrot. Florian all in for 12 big blinds. And Ingo with the ace king. KM says, well done, Dan. I'd say medium rare at best. The stakes were well done, but the people were rare. Oh, wow. We've got action. Florian all in under the gun. Ingo isolating with the ace-king offsuit, and Yusuf with the ladies in the cutoff as both players covered. This could be handed a night. Yusuf surely not going to be folding queens. This pot's going to be massive. Mahusiv. I will say this though. It's an under the gun jam and an under the gun +1 re-jam. So queens shrivel up significantly. With 38 remaining here. Yusuf is going to give this careful consideration. It's so many big blinds, it's nearly his entire stack, but it would be a hell of a different decision if he had 10s or jacks. I just think queens are going to be too strong. It's important to note that I would fold jacks in this situation facing 2 all-ins for my tournament life. So you probably call me crazy in the chat there, but are you ever just getting away from queens here? Surely your hand is just too strong. We've seen kings, we even folded pre here at the King's Resort before, but with 38 players remaining and the opportunity to eliminate 2 players and have overwhelming amount of chips is just too good. If you're beat, you're beat. Sayonara, nice to know you. Florian with the 9s, ace king for Ingo. Yusuf with the pocket queens. Look at the size of this pot, 8.5 million. It was a pretty quick isolation as well, considering the all-in under the gun. And the under the gun, short enough, playing less than 13 bigs to start the hand. It is ace 10-9. I don't believe it. Wow. Florian flopping the world here, but it's not over yet. Turn is a queen. Oh my God, that's dirty. What a sick hand. Lady of the night appears on the turn. Florian after flopping a set. Now Yusuf, 91% equity for an 8.5 million pot. Why give him the 9 if you're going to give him the queen on the turn? That is sickness. And Florian needed Quadzilla to help him. BS is going to raise to 350, and we've got action because Maz has picked up a monster in the hijack. Ace King off suit. Looks like he is just going to straight up rejam. This is going to be a massive pot, folks. 29 players remaining now, getting ever so close to that aforementioned redraw. This is sick for Maz. Nothing he can do, of course. 4.7 million in the pot, and BS. Two Black Cowboys set to eliminate Maz in 28th place, and that would bring us to the redraw. Let's see what happens here. It is 10-3 deuce. Turns the 9. Just an ace now on the river. Can save. Oh my God, he hits it. Always a surprise around the corner at Kings. There it is, folks. The ace of clubs rolling off. And one thing I didn't say, which Feint is saying there, why would you give such crucial information at this stage? Yeah, see, given the crucial information, hoping that they get shown ace queen to confirmation bias. Just want to be put out of their misery. It's like, oh, I'm a hero, folded ace jack, and you get shown ace king. But what about all the times you're not dominated? Arnold says ace 10 off, open jam, min raise. Who's checking and counting at this hour of the day? When you make ace jack off fold, yeah, you are dancing in your pants. We've got action. So Omar shoves with the Jeffries, and Maz gonna go with his hand here on the button. I actually think this is a bit light to be stacking off with. Z just folded ace jack. Is he going to fold ace queen here? This is a way different situation. Two all ins in front of him. I think this is a way better spot to fold a hand as strong as ace queen. Oh, wow. So now he goes with it where he just folded the ace jack. It just doesn't make much sense. And he's in pretty good shape. This pot huge for the tournament. AM says he's calling. It just doesn't make much sense to AM though that he folded the ace jack and now he's got stacking off against two players with the ace queen. Six outs for a massive stack. Yeah, couldn't have put it better myself. And wow, the queen 10-5. Z. Turn is a 9. And the river. It is the 4 of diamonds. And Z is going to eliminate two players. Scoop the booty. Add 10 million to his stack. And we are suddenly 12-handed. What a hand of poker that was. Lines have gone up. We've had one more elimination. That means we are two players away from the final table now. 11 remain. Pay jump has been reached. €3,395 is the current payout. Average stack is almost 10 million, which is good for 20 big blinds. Z min, king deuce of spades button. He needs to be careful now because he has got some new chips to work with, but they're only 30 big blinds deep. 15 million is what your stack says, but it seems like you've got a lot more chips than you do, and that's really important when you're playing this kind of a game for this kind of money. Walter is just going to call from the small. This is okay from Walter, but big blind playing only what looks like less than 10 bigs. You can call me crazy, but I would just open and rip. Z is just raised on the button. He's shown that he can fold hands as strong as ace jack. He's just tripled up. He's hardly going to risk. AM says, nah, always a 3-bet from the small blind versus a button open. Well, I'm on about just jamming. Jamming sub 30. But if you think you can accomplish the same thing by 3-betting and then just 3-bet, I suppose he's not the kind of guy who's going to 4-bet rip on you light. But what the hell's going on here? Why is he just putting them all in? Guys, feels like he can get his opponent to call a two pair or the likes. I just feel like, see, he looks so strong here. I know I can see the cards. He stood up, he's put chips across the line, and he has such a big made hand. Unless he's trying to do this to look weak, I don't see the point. He's giving away some tells there, in my opinion. One of them tells being he's got his cap on backwards. Sometimes it's funny to laugh at your own jokes this hour of the morning. Says, well, I'm glad someone is laughing. Well, sure. Well, I've plenty of time to cry when I get into bed. Can't be crying. Can't be crying on cam, KM. This isn't. This isn't OnlyFans. Matthias with the goods here. The ladies. KM says cooler time. Well, we're about to find out. Now, cooler time is right, KM, because this is a very rejammable hand under normal circumstances. I need to do some more work on ICM, I think. I mean, it's not that I don't be doing work on ICM here and there, but you could make an argument, not an option, an argument for rejamming the fives pre. With Matthias with just 12 bigs behind calling. I definitely wouldn't be set mining anyway. What the hell is going on here? Is he calling to see the turn on the Jack 7-6 with two fives? Okay. Take my money. Turn is the 10 of clubs. Oh, wow. Oh my God. Christ on a bike. Jesus on ice skates. What a river. I just go for it. I go for it all. I go for loads of it. Oh, wow. I'm speechless. That is absolutely disgusting. Jonas going for the min here. Mid position. Needs to be careful. Don't forget, guys, the top 4 finishers all going to get a 10k ticket to World Series of Poker Europe main event taking place later on this year at the King's Resort. So it's not just the prize pool they're playing for. Ace Jack 8 is the flop. We go 3 ways. Mid position against the cutoff, against the small blind. This is Z with the best of it yet again. Top pair. Decent kicker. What way does he want to proceed? 4.8 million out there. I wouldn't be betting much less than half pot in a multi-way situation like this. 2.8 million seems like a good sizing. Or that. Not gonna risk any cards popping off. See, I go for a way smaller size, and maybe even 2.8 is too big. 2 million there. 1.8. Just to get called by a jack. It's going to be unlikely you're up against a hand stronger than your own. Like ace jack, ace queen, ace king. Especially when Jonas checks over to us. He's not going to be checking a hand better than ace 10 often. I don't think so, with 2 diamonds out there. Wait, what? What am I seeing here? This can't be right. Walter hasn't called 12 million with queen 10, surely. Oh my god. It looks like the graphics are correct. 28.6 million in this pot, and Z is licking his chops as we hit the river. River is the queen of diamonds, and Z will take that down, playing the guts of 50 bigs. Walter will survive with the guts of 20 bigs, but he has just thrown away a gigantic chip lead at this FT. Still 6 players remaining. We've got a 6 big blind stack. We've got 2 13 big blind stacks, and then the rest have a bit more. But the average stack is 18 big blinds. Joy says, well, welcome back, Irish Mayo. I don't know if you're talking to me. I presume you're talking to me. I'm definitely not from Mayo. Let's get that straight. That is not my side of the country. And the boys are going to get it in with the same hand here. It looks like both with king 9 suited. Is Jack 8-7. Is the flop. Turn is 7 of spades, and that gives Mini a flush draw. Oh, that is a dirty way to go out. Runner to river is the ace of spades, and we are suddenly five-handed. I wasn't expecting it to go runner there. Probably weren't expecting this. Probably had to get back to their family, to work, all this kind of crack. DJ Triple is all for this. He is not slowing down. And you're not just playing the game, like you can play online, where you can be from the comfort of your own home, and you might play a lot of tables or whatever. You've got to take into consideration analyzing human behavior when the whole world can be watching online, and you're constantly questioning every decision you're making, and you're wondering, are they getting tells off me? And you're constantly trying to get tells off them. There's just so much going on. It's such a complicated game, but meanwhile, back at the ranch, we have massive action here. Z with the ladies, Tal with pocket tens, and this is unfortunate for Tal. She's been rebounding her stack nicely. She just won that pot with kings, and now running into the monster of Z. And there's 47 million in this pot. This is huge, and this could be it for the ticket, and indeed Tal's tournament life. Here we go. Z is a 4-1 favorite. $9-5-4 is the flop. Turn is the ace of clubs. And the river, it didn't feel like the 10 was coming. Z fists the air. We lose the lady via the ladies. Tree's just gonna rip, and this is sick for Z because he's running into a monster here at BS in the big blind, and I don't know why he hasn't called already. I don't think he's going to be folding with jacks. And he will call. And this is going to even out things a lot here. Z and BS will be tied for the chip lead at 40 million a pop. Z could have done without running into this one. King 10-4 is the flop. Turn is the Queen of Hearts. River is the deuce of hearts. Z will be forced to pay the man. The hand played itself. We are back, folks, just in time to see the all-in from Gal and BS. Ace-Jack against the Ace-10, and it's 10 high on the flop. This is a huge pot for both players involved. BS is the covering stack, but only by one big blind. And what a sick beat it is for BS. Gets done dirty. Gal will sit back down. BS going to be surviving with just one big blind. Oh, wow, here we go. Gal is shoving into Z. Z wakes up with a monster. Four, 3, 3 is the flop. Turn is the 7 of hearts. Oh, Gal can hit a heart now. 7 hearts in the deck, and that's one of them. Oh, wow. We lose Z in third place. Nothing he can do with his pocket kings, and Gal is going to be ecstatic. Does Gal know how to play fours? He's going to rip this one. And 11 bigs for many. I was not expecting to see him call there. He does call, and he's in really bad shape, and this could be it, folks. Fist bumps all around. Here we go. $76.2 million in the pot, and if there is a lady out there, it's Gal who's going to be pretty short. 875, not what Minnie wanted to see. Gal now 4-1 favourite to take down this title right here, right now. Turn is the king of clubs. King Clubs gives a flush draw out there, but it is not to be. Minigore kisses his opponent's hand, or Gal kisses Minigore's hand. Not something you see every day when you've just beaten your opponent, knocked him out, and took down the title. That's all she wrote, folks. Ireland, baby, we did it. We've crowned yet another champion. This time from Israel. Gal Naam is your German Poker Days main event champion. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to the moderators and everyone that makes this stream so successful week in, week out. We're back next Sunday. Catch me if you can. I've been Action Man Dan. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. Goodbye.